Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm just going to give one more minute to see if anybody else would be joining us. I see we've got two attendees so far. Hi, John. Hi, Kalal. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I'm just going to give one more minute, but I'm not going to waste your time. So while we are waiting to see if anybody else will join, I am first going to introduce myself. My name is Janine, and I'm a senior application specialist at Nexford. And I've been with Nexford for almost 4 years now, or over 4 years, actually. And I'm really excited to show you what Nexford is all about, the learning journey, how you will learn, and why Nexford is a next generation university. So before we start, I would love to hear where you are from. If you can let me know in the chats, just while we're waiting for more people to join, and perhaps what program you are interested in, or if you don't know yet, kindly let me know. It would be amazing to see where you are from and what program you are interested in before we get started. So if I know, then I can. Manila, wow, fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope I did pronounce your name correctly. If I did not, I do apologize. Hi, John from Montreal, Canada. Fantastic. We usually have a lot of learners from Africa as well. So it's really nice to see some learners from Canada or prospective learners from Canada and Manila. It's fantastic. So I'm not going to waste too much of your time. I'm going to start sharing my screen. If anybody else joins a little bit later, then we will make a recording of this webinar available as well. So without further ado, I'm going to start sharing my screen and then we can get started. So first, I would just like to go through our agenda for today. So it's just a welcome message. My apologies. A welcome message, which we already done. A little bit more about Nexford University. I'm going to touch a little bit on our different programs, the admissions and scholarships, the alumni results. We'll then do a short virtual tour. And then I'm going to discuss the Beyond NXU, and that's our career success and career services. And lastly, I will leave some time for the Q&A. I've had a bit of internet problems today. So what I'm going to do while I'm presenting, I'm just going to turn off my camera to try and just save bandwidth. I'm not sure what is wrong with my connection today, but that is probably would hopefully help. So I won't be able also to see any of your questions while I am hosting the webinar, but feel free if you have any questions during the webinar to either drop them in the chat for me so I can answer them live at the end of the webinar. So let's get started. So basically at Nexford University, we have reimagined what a modern university experience should look like. And it should be accessible and built around your goals as well as your life. So we're basically designed for career-driven learners around the world who wants to build in-demand skills and still earn a recognized degree and accredited credentials. So instead of following the old campus model, we've created a 100% online learning experience that really fits how the world works today and how we live and work today. I know a lot of our learners are working individuals, so it's not always possible to attend campus. So that is what we've done. And thanks to technology, we were able to deliver world-class education at a fraction of the cost of traditional universities. And so just because our programs are very competency based and focus on real workplace skills, so the return on investment often comes much faster than you would expect. And so whether you're looking basically to upskill or change careers or get ahead in your current role, we equip you with practical job ready skills that can make a real impact in your career today. And here's an example of one of our alumni. He's one of our MBA graduates, Jason Weimer. He is an American and he's currently living in Thailand. And he also started his own graphic design business there. But after a few years of basically running it, he realized there's so much more than he wanted to learn. So especially around the leadership and also integrating tech into his work specifically. And basically why I chose Nexford or the Nexford program is because it gave him the flexibility to study online while still continuing to grow his continuing to grow his company across multiple countries. And his MBA specialization was in advanced AI, and that provided him with valuable insights and skills that helped him to rethink how design, tech, and data can basically work together. So whether it's using customer data to improve operations or applying AI concepts to streamline inventory or even enhance decision making. And here's a short message from our founder, Fadil Altazi. He's our founder and CEO of Nexford University. I quickly want to play this message for you because this is really what Nexford University is all about.
It's been said that the future is a convenient place for dreams, so why not dream big? I've always known education changes lives, but I first realized its impact over a decade ago. On my entrepreneurial journey, I saw a gap between the skills of college graduates and the needs of employers. With my own startups, I struggled to find people with the right competencies. For example, I couldn't find a software engineer with effective communication skills. I couldn't find the creative designers who could plan. I thought to myself, is this why unemployment stats of college graduates grab so many media headlines? And it's not a graduate's fault. Burdened by heavy debt, cohorts of learners walk away from university unprepared for the workplace. That's why I set out to create a university for you, one that I'm convinced has the potential to positively impact lives as well as millions worldwide. I'm Fadil Altarzi, and I can proudly say that I'm the founder and CEO of Nexford University. Expect NXU to meet you where you are and to equip you with the skills you need to succeed in your career. And just because you're
All right, I will pause it there. This is quite a long video, but this will also be available within your orientation course. And this is really what sets Nexford apart from your traditional universities where you just go and earn a degree. We also ensure that you are job ready by incorporating very important skills that you would need in the workplace. So whether you're already a working individual or maybe fresh out of high school, you would be walking out not just with a degree, but also equipped with the necessary skills employers are currently looking for in today's workforce. So, and this is also why learners choose Nexford. So Nexford wasn't a traditional university that moved online. We were basically built for online learning from day one, and every part of the learning experience is with global learners in mind. So you can study on your own terms from anywhere in the world. We are licensed and accredited. I will speak a little bit more about our accreditation within the next slide. And our programs are relevant and flexible. So today's world moves really, really fast, and we keep our programs updated with the latest industry trends. So you're not just going to learn theory, but you're going to build real skills that employers value. And we also get that life doesn't run on a fixed schedule, and neither do we at Nexford. So while our courses are not necessarily self-paced, you can finish each course in up to 8 weeks or sooner if you are able to. And if you are doing well academically, you'll have the option to take on more courses later in your program. So what this basically means, if you finish sooner, you will pay less because you only pay per month. Now, our BBA tuition works a little bit different. So this basically applies to our master's degree programs. And another thing that's really important is building connections. So while everything is online, you won't be learning alone. You'll be part of a global supportive community. You'll be able to connect with peers and faculty. You'll be able to connect with professionals from around the world, and everyone all on a same or similar journey than what you are. So we are also accredited by the Distance Education Accrediting Commission, the DAC. So the DAC is listed by the US Department of Education as a recognized accrediting agency and is recognized by the Council for Higher Education Accreditation, the CHEA. We're also licensed by the Higher Education Licensure Commission, HELC, in Washington, D.C., which is the same organization that licenses all physical universities operating in Washington, D.C. So we have also recently received a specialized accreditation for our Master of Business Administration degree, so our MBA, but this is our MBA with our specializations. We have 3 different MBAs. I will get a little bit more into that later in this webinar. So we've also received a specialized accreditation from the International Accreditation Council for Business Education, or IACBE. And really, one of the things that sets Nexford apart is how predictable and flexible the tuition fees is. So you pay a flat monthly rate. There's no upfront fees or hidden charges. There's only an application fee of $25, but there's no big upfront fees. So whether you take one course or more, your monthly cost stays the same. So it's super easy to budget. But this also, again, applies to the master's degrees, or BBA works a little bit different. I will get into that a little bit later. So here's the best part. The faster you finish, like I've mentioned, the less you will pay overall. So let's say you complete your master's degree in just 12 months, you'll only pay tuition for those 12 months. And if you take the average completion time of 18 months, you will only pay for the 18 months. So even if life gets in the way and you need a little bit more time to finish your degree, you'll never pay more than the 23 months for your master's degrees, as long as you finish within 27 months. So this is applicable to the master's degree. So the tuition for BBA is a bit different, like I've mentioned. With our BBA, we've introduced a pay-per-course model. So that means you can really study at your own pace, pay for a single course at a time, no monthly commitment. And this means you can either move slower or faster, and you will not have to pay more. And with that, with the BBA, the pay-per-course model, it really provides you with a maximum flexibility where you can complete one course and you can start the next one when you are ready. So this means you can take longer or shorter to complete your degree. It seems that my camera or my connection is stable, so I will switch on my camera again. So basically, it's all designed to give you a peace of mind and real flexibility, so you can move at a pace that really works for you, and also not worrying about any extra penalties or surprise costs. And this is how we design our programs. So we designed our programs using what we call the workforce alignment model, or WAM in short. And this approach basically ensures that all our programs are very forward-looking and built around the skills that employers are actively seeking. So to achieve this, we combine in-depth research and insights from a global advisory board of industry experts. And our advisory board plays a key role in shaping all of our programs. And this is comprising of leaders across various industries. So the board meets with us multiple times a year, and they review all our new offerings, or they recommend updates to any existing offerings. And our mission really is to help learners connect with the careers that they aspire to. So we offer a wide range of flexible learning options that really support your goal. So with our master's degrees, we specialize in business and business technology, offering programs like the MBA, a Master of Science in Digital Transformation, data analytics, entrepreneurship, MBA in finance as well. And then with our BBA program, we feature specializations in high demand areas such as AI, business analytics, entrepreneurship, digital marketing, and so forth. We also do have career pathway certificates. So if you're not really ready to commit to a degree, we do have 2 career pathway certificates, one in operations management and the other one in professional sales. And each of these certificates is really tailored to prepare learners for in-demand entry-level roles that don't really require a bachelor's degree. Then we also have a wide variety of individual courses or single courses. And that's for those who are looking to build like targeted skills without committing to a full degree. And the short courses can be completed in just 1 to 2 months. So basically, while our foundation has always been rooted in business, we've continuously evolved to integrate technology and emphasize on power skills, such as communication, collaboration, critical thinking, for example. So after all, having the knowledge and knowing how to work effectively with others is really, really important in the long term. Now I would like to talk a little bit more in depth about each specific program. First, I would like to talk about our graduate degrees. So first, my apologies, I skipped one slide. Go. My apologies for that. So first I want to talk about our normal MBAs. Oh, goodness. My apologies for that. So our MBA in Business Administration. So this is really for someone who's aiming to grow their career at the crossroads of business, tech, leadership, So this program would be a great fit for you. It's specifically designed for professionals who wants to boost their strategical thinking, leadership skills, and all in a global context. So typical roles with an MBA or after completing an MBA would include senior positions like a COO, Chief Operating Officer, management consultants, or even marketing directors. So at its core, the program builds, my apologies, a well-rounded expertise in business management, leadership, and strategic planning. And these skills are really valuable across any industry. Next up is our Master of Science in Digital Transformation. So this one is really perfect for professionals that is leading initiatives who want to deepen their ability to drive innovation through technology. So graduates often step into roles such as a digital innovation specialist or chief digital officer, really positions where you're responsible for steering the company's digital future. And the main focus here is on using cutting-edge technologies like AI and cybersecurity, as well as data science, to create real business value and improve operations. Then we have our Master of Science in Data Analytics. So this is really for anyone looking to sharpen their technical and analytical skills. This program offers a really strong and solid foundation to thrive in data-driven environments. It also prepares you for roles for example, like a data scientist, a business intelligence analyst, or finance data manager, positions where data truly drives your decision making. The focus here is really on helping you to gain the tools and techniques used to analyze data and uncover insights and guide smarter business strategies. Then we have our Master of Business Administration Entrepreneurship. And like I've mentioned before, this is different than our normal MBA. Our normal MBA has 7 different specializations, but our Master of Business Administration and Entrepreneurship is different than our normal MBA, also has different courses than our normal MBA. So this is really for someone that is passionate about launching a business or driving innovation from within a company. And this program would be a great fit for you. It's really tailored for aspiring founders or, let's say, future startup leaders. So if you can think maybe startup founder, VC analyst, or maybe even somebody that's building a new venture from the ground up. And at its heart, this degree really teaches you to turn innovative ideas into successful ventures through smart strategy, funding know-how, and practical startup skills. Then I would like to talk about our newly introduced degree, which I'm really, really excited about. So this is our Master of Business Administration and Finance. And again, this is a different MBA than our MBAE or our normal MBA. So finance today is really evolving so much faster than ever. And it's, if you think global volatility, new technology, rising expectations from stakeholders, the way that capital is raised, allocated, and even managed is constantly changing. So that is why leaders that can connect strategy, technology, and innovation aren't really just valuable. It's quite essential in today's world. And our MBA in finance is designed to equip professionals like analysts, consultants, and managers with advanced expertise in financial strategies, investment management, also in emerging technologies such as AI and blockchain. And it's really all about preparing you to lead with confidence in this rapidly changing landscape. And this program also opens doors for roles such as financial managers, portfolio managers, chief financial officers, or even investment strategists. And here's the bonus. So while if you're enrolled in the MBAF, you'll also have the opportunity to earn 2 globally recognized certifications from the CFI. So we'll touch base on that in the next few slides, where I go a little bit more in depth into what you'll get with each specific degree. We've also, a few months ago, we also introduced Nexford's mini MBA. So if you're really not ready to commit to a full master's degree yet, you can enroll to the mini MBA certificate program. So the mini MBA certificates build your foundational business skills, such as strategy, marketing, finance, and operations. You'll develop basically leadership and decision-making capabilities, and also working on real business challenges curated from the world's leading organizations. And also, you'll be earning badges to demonstrate the skills you've built. So the badges that you'll earn is just not with the mini MBA, it's throughout all our degrees. So for many of the courses that you complete within your master's or business, bachelor's of business administration degree, you will also earn badges, and that you can showcase either on your LinkedIn profile. And this is really to demonstrate the skills that you've learned throughout your degree. And also with the mini MBA, so like I've mentioned, if you're not ready to commit to a full MBA, if you do complete the mini MBA, you'll be able to transfer 4 of the mini MBA courses towards your MBA if you decide to later take on a full MBA. And that means you'll only have 8 courses left within your MBA should you decide to go onto a full MBA after the mini MBA certificate program. So yeah, I want to talk a little bit more about our programs or the coursework within our program. So the big thing to know is that we don't follow the traditional school model, and we are really a next generation university. So it's not just going to be about reading theory and memorizing for exams. So instead, you'll be working on real projects that mirror what professionals are actually doing in today's workplace. So here's some sample projects that you'll be working on depending on which program that you study, obviously, but it's very practical. So one course you might be developing a market entry plan for a new region, or using AI to help a healthcare company improve patient care. You could also be working on things like data storytelling, or even building out a product roadmap for a startup. But the point really is that every project is practical and it's really designed to help you build the skills that you're going to need on the job. So by the time that you graduate, you're already going to have a portfolio of work ready that shows what you can do, and not just a degree. I'll also show a little bit later how we bring, and I'm really excited to show you this, how we bring business tech and AI tools into the learning process. So it's really all about keeping things relevant in today's world and move as technology moves forward. So first of all, our MBA, our normal MBA, like I've mentioned, has 7 specializations: artificial intelligence, fintech and blockchain, e-commerce, international business, cybersecurity, sustainability, and our newly launched specialization in healthcare management. And then with our Master of Science in Digital Transformation and Master of Science in Data Analytics, there is a few extra perks when it comes to CompTIA certification. So CompTIA is the world's most trusted certifying body of IT professionals. They are the largest vendor-neutral credentialing program for technology workers. CompTIA is also awarded, I think it's about 2.5 million certifications in areas such as cybersecurity, networking, cloud computing, and technical support. And then with our MSDT program, or program curriculum, it includes integrated CompTIA certification preparation courses such as Network Plus, Security Plus, and Project Plus, which becomes accessible after reaching the halfway point of your program. And this is without any charges to your tuition fee. It's already included for you. And these courses can be accessed directly through Canvas, which is our learner management system. I'm going to show you a little bit later what Canvas looks like and what you can expect from Canvas, and also the NXU platforms. And then with our MSDA program, you'll also have the opportunity to earn a CompTIA certification. So this is also adding more value to your learning experience. And with our MBAE, or Master of Business Administration and Entrepreneurship program, it includes a series of live collaborative seminars. So you are required to join these live seminars, and each comprising of 2 live sessions. And there you'll be able to connect with your peers and build networks and also learn from the best. So we highly recommend participation in these seminars, as some of the assessments will require learners to reflect on the sessions that they attended. And each seminar also includes both group and individual projects and assignments. And then our newly launched degree, the MBA in Finance. So with our MBA in Finance, like I've mentioned before, you'll have the opportunity to earn 2 CFI certifications through LinkedIn Learning at no extra cost. So the 2 certificates, the CFI Corporate Finance Foundations Professional Certificate and the CFI Financial Analysis and Modeling Professional Certificate. So the MBA in Finance consists of 15 courses. So 15 courses should you not have a degree in a business-related field. But I'm going to get a little bit more into the admission requirements for each specific program a little bit later in the webinar. I'm just going to go through our undergraduate degree, which is our bachelor's degree. So our BBA is really designed for aspiring professionals who want to build a solid foundation in business. So whether you're aiming to move up in your current role or switch careers or maybe start your own business. And we also see learners from all kinds of backgrounds, such as HR, operations, marketing, finance, and even technology. Some are fresh out of high school, like many BBA students are, while others are already working individuals and also just want to level up in their careers. And graduates from our BBA degree usually go into a range of roles like marketing coordinators, HR specialists, project managers, financial analysts, or even business development managers. And some even launch their own startups or work in management consulting. And what really sets the BBA apart is also really how practical it is. So again, you won't just learn theory. You'll apply everything that you learn to real projects, like creating and presenting a personal and leadership plan, for instance, or maybe sharpening your strategic and communication skills. You can also boost your market value by specializing in not one, but up to 4 out of the 6 BBA specializations. So there is a specific learning path should you want to graduate with 4 different specializations, but this is specifically for the BBA alone and not for the MBA. And also now AI is fully embedded. So introduction to AI or introduction to artificial intelligence is embedded in the BBA program with a range of additional AI courses. And we also have we launched a newly career success course, basically, and it's also embedded into the program. It's also at no additional cost. Everything is really already included in your tuition, so you don't have to worry about any additional costs for these extra courses. And this is really designed to help you with really like in-depth career guidance tools and resources to help you advance in your career. And for the BBA, you can also get credit for prior learning, like previous coursework or industry certifications, and you'll be able to earn 2 degrees. So if you complete your BBA, after the first 20 courses, you will earn a Associate of Applied Science in Business degree. So that's after the first 20 courses. And upon completing your 40 BBA courses, you will then receive your BBA degree. So that is two degrees in one if you start studying a bachelor's degree directly. And another great thing with a bachelor's degree is you can take up to 4 MBA or MSDT courses while you are still busy with your BBA degree. So this is also saving time and tuition. So this is a really great option if you would like to transition from your BBA to, let's say, an MBA or MSDT. Then you can take those 4 courses, which will be credited to your master's degree. And it's really all designed to help you accelerate in your career and just help you stand out against your peers. So next I want to talk a little bit about our scholarships, admission requirements, and the application process. So we do have partial scholarships available. It really does depend on the program that you choose to study and as well as the region that you are currently in. At the end of the webinar, I'm going to leave our contact details. So if you're interested in learning more about our scholarship opportunities, please send us an email. You can also reach out to us. I'll show our contact number as well. You can either phone us or send us a WhatsApp, and our team would be happy to assist you with more information about the specific scholarships that's available for your region. Next up is just our admission requirements. So doesn't matter what program you apply for, we are going to require a government issue identification document, which can either be a passport, your government ID, or maybe a driver's license, as long as it's not expired and have a photo on with your birth date. We would also require a passport quality photo, your official transcript from an accredited institution. So that would either be your high school certificate or proof of your bachelor's degree transcript or even a master's degree transcript. I know some learners do in Nigeria, they have an HND and OND, so it's just your official documents, and then an English proficiency test. So since we are a global university and we have learners from all over the world, we do require English proficiency test. However, if you have studied in English before where the main language of instruction was English, you would not be required to provide an English proficiency certificate, as your transcript will suffice. So with our degrees, normally with our MBA and MSDA, you would need a business-related or a degree in a business-related field. If you do not have a degree in a business-related field, don't worry. You will just be required to take a foundational course, a business foundations course, and this is really just to set you up for success for your MBA degree or your MSDA degree. So for instance, if you have studied psychology and you're now transitioning to a business degree, it's really important just to set the foundation. So it's really one course, and like I've mentioned, courses can be completed within 4 to 8 weeks. So that course can be completed within 4 to 8 weeks. So, and then for our MSDT degree, we require a bachelor's degree from an accredited university, either in IT, business, or related field. And also, if you do not have a degree in one of those fields, don't worry. There's also just a foundation course that you would need to take. And also, if you there is 2 foundation courses, but if you do have or completed, let's say in your degree, you've completed a statistics course, you'll only be required to take one of the foundation courses. If you don't have a degree with a statistic course, there will just be 2 foundation courses to complete. And this is really just to set you up for success. And then upon successful completion of those courses, you will start with your official program courses or degree courses. For undergraduate degree or BBA, it's just a high school diploma. We do require that you meet a certain criteria, such as mathematics and English, but it also really, the admission requirements for a high school certificate does differ from country to country. So if you're unsure, please reach out to our team, and we would be happy to have a look at your certificate and see if you are eligible to apply for a bachelor's degree. And lastly, for our courses, we used to have requirements for our single courses, but we've made it really much easier for learners to enroll in the single courses. So we do not require that you provide us with your proof of bachelor's degree or high school certificate if you enroll in the single courses. And you can now enroll and start learning as soon as December 1 without paying the application fee. So we've also waived the application fee for our single courses. So this means you can only pay a one-time tuition fee for the single courses and start your program immediately. And this is just the application status or application process. So first, we do require that you review the admission requirements. And if you are still unsure if you are qualified for a specific program, please reach out to our team. We would be happy to assist you and have a look at your documents and guide you. Then you would need to go to submit your application at apply.my.nxu.edu. The application button is available on every single page on our website. Like I've mentioned before, there's also just an application fee of $25. And usually the admissions team takes about 1 to 2 days to view your application and give you an admissions decision. And that is if all your documents are in order. So let's say, for instance, your ID, maybe what example can I give? So let's say you took a photo of your passport and there's maybe a glare and we can't see it properly. We would require for you to take another photo and send it to us. So it might take up to 7 days, but if your documents are ready and everything is there and your photos are clear, the process would really run smoothly. You would then receive your admissions decision. You would need to confirm your enrollment and sign your enrollment agreement and then select your start date. So if you would like to just start your program December 1st, the enrollment deadline would be November 28th. But our program start at the beginning of every month. So if you are looking to start maybe next year, please just remember, if you would like to start January, the enrollment deadline would be December 28th, and that is for every single month. But also the great thing is you can still enroll this month and choose a start date up to 3 months from now. So you can enroll and let's say December, January, February, and select a start date for February. And what's also really great is if you enroll this month and choose a start date up to 3 months from now, you will already have access to the My NXU platforms. You'll be able to go through your orientation course. You'll also be able to make use of all the benefits that I am going to discuss a little bit later in this webinar. So everything will already be available, even if you choose a start date up to 3 months from now. Next, I would like to speak a little bit about our positive learner outcomes and why we do what we do at Nexford University. So before I go to the next slide, I just want to explain what this is. So we have an annual yearly survey with our alumni just to see how they are doing after their degrees, how they progress in their careers. So this is really, really important for us just to follow up with our alumni and just see how their specific chosen program has helped them in their careers. And these are the newest results, alumni outcomes for 2025. So looking at the outcomes, it's really clear that Nexford graduates are making real career moves. 30% of our learners are from the finance industry. 97% of alumni are employed or advancing in their careers currently. 73% have received a promotion within 18 months of graduation. 82 reported salary increases, with 33 gaining over 50% growth. 54% of our alumni moved into management or leadership roles, and this is really showing the program's strong career impact. 98% of graduates are satisfied with their studies, and 88% remain connected to Nexford and the global community. And what's really fantastic about that is we have so many of our alumni engaging with us on social media, sharing their success stories, and we really love to keep in touch with all our alumni. So if you do choose to study with Nexford, the journey doesn't just end when you've completed your degree. We really do love to still engage with our learners beyond their degrees, and just it's really wonderful to see our learners from starting their degrees, how they progress in their careers, and how they usually tag us on LinkedIn if they get promotion. So it's really nice to keep in touch. So next up, I'm going to play a little video about this is our virtual tour. So this is the learning platform. So once you are enrolled with Nexford, you'll get access to our learner management system, Canvas, as well as the Canvas student app. So there is a mobile application app as well. Although you won't be able to submit your assignments on the mobile app, but you would be able to go through your coursework. So I'm going to start playing the video. There is no sound. I will be talking. So right on the dashboard is we're going to find your NXU. So you can basically think of it as your personal command center. It's where your journey begins, and it connects you to everything you need to succeed. In the program area, you'll see your entire learning path laid out. That's where you can basically track your progress, see your scores, and access your courses. And when you tap on any course, you'll get an overview of what you'll learn and the skills that you'll gain. So now the courses are designed to be really super relevant in the workplace, but also very engaging. And each course is organized into different modules that match specific learning outcomes. And inside you'll also find videos, downloadable resources, and interactive exercises. And everything is really to keep things hands-on and interesting. We don't want to bore you. And when it comes to assignments, that's when you need to get ready for the practical work. So it's not just for grades. They help you to build the real skills and a strong portfolio that you can show employers. We also do have live lectures. So just because it's online doesn't mean you're on your own. So with our live lectures, you'll connect with instructors, classmates, you'll be able to get one-on-one support from faculty, join discussions, go through course boards, chats. So learning here really is a shared experience. So from day one, you'll also go through the NXU Orientation course, which is going to set you up with everything that you need to start smoothly. So, and also if you need help along the way, our success advisors are available nearly 24/7 for anything from tech support to personalized academic guidance. You can also book one-on-one sessions whenever you need. And then also to support you in your writing journey, we have the Writing Lab, and this is available all the time. And this is where you can get expert help, strengthen your skills, and learn how to use AI responsibly. And lastly, I want to touch base on Learn. So Learn is, you'll also get access to our full online library with more than 60 million databases, articles, and different publications. And this is all included and available whenever you need them. This is also available from day one. So if you enroll and choose a later start date, you will have access to all of this from day one. So at Nexford, basically everything is really set up in one space to help you learn, grow, and succeed. It's finished. So next I would talk a little bit more about Harmonize. So we know that connection and engagement are really key to learning success. So we introduced a powerful tool that is called Harmonize. It's an interactive discussion board platform. And it's really designed to bring a global classroom to life. So with Harmonize, we've integrated it into some of our courses. And learners can now go beyond just text replies. So you can share video responses, voice notes, images, or even presentations. And this is really creating a more dynamic way to connect with your peers and faculty. And it basically supports both low-stake and high-stake conversations. So for instance, course introductions, as well as more structured discussions that are all tied to your assignments. So for example, Harmonize also allows for role-play scenarios and multimedia-based peer reviews. It's all skills that mirror real-world communication and collaboration. So for example, you might, let's say, respond to a business scenario. So if you were presenting to a client, and then you can get feedback from classmates even before submitting it to your professor. So this video is quite long. I'm going to pause it there just to save a little bit of time, because we still have quite a few slides to go through. And now I would like to talk about Beyond NXU. So this is your career success hub. And Nexford, our goal isn't just to get you ready for the next job. It's really there to set you up for your whole career and a real return on education that pays off in the long time. So this is really important for us to do. So at the heart of our career support is something that we call Beyond NXU. So you can think of it as your all-in-one career success platform, learner and alumni services, as well as community. It's where you're going to be able to find tools, connections, and as well as support that actually helps you to move forward in your career. And we also have a 24/7 AI career coach, and that's basically your personal assistant. It's always on and always ready to answer any questions or maybe give you direction. We also have an AI-powered resume and interview platform, and this is really there to help you sharpen your most important job hunting skills. And plus hands-on opportunities. So we also have virtual job simulations through Forage, one-on-one career coaching, expert advising, and also unlimited LinkedIn learning access. And this is also everything is included in your tuition. I'm going to go a little bit more in depth about each of these subjects in the next few slides. And just explain a little bit more about Forage and all the other things that I've just mentioned. But really the big thing here with Nexford is why we're different is we don't really wait until graduation to talk about careers. We bake career readiness right into the learning journey from the start. So the big part is that we have a new AI policy. So at Nexford, AI isn't considered as optional. It's really a part of how we learn and how you'll work after graduation. So this means each degree does include AI-focused courses, and completing them is a graduation requirement. So, but this is at no extra cost. Again, this is embedded into your coursework already. And so you'll actually be expected to use AI in your coursework. And when you do, the only thing you will need to do is you just have to disclose how you've used it. And you're not just going to be graded on what you produce, but also how effectively you can use AI to get there. So things like effective AI use and how well you can contextualize and synthesize what AI gives you. And why we've done this, it's because when you leave Nexford, we want you to be fluent in the skills that employers are demanding right now. And that's really why 90% of our alumni are employed or advancing in their careers currently with promotions and salary growth. It's really to keep you updated with what is expected in the workplace today. Also going to pause there. So now I'm going to go a little bit more in depth about the extra benefits that you do get when you start studying with Nexford. So as a Nexford learner, you will also have unlimited access. Did I press play? Yes. Unlimited access to over 16,000 expert-led courses and also a wide range of topics. So each completed course provides certificates that you can showcase on your LinkedIn learning profile or your LinkedIn profile, my apologies, and add to your CV or resume as well. And it's really a great way to stand out to your employers. So think of LinkedIn Learning as really a paid for service normally, but with Nexford, it's also included into your tuition at no extra cost. And so this is basically, let's say, for example, you're studying data analytics, but you also have an interest in marketing. You can take an additional LinkedIn Learning course to broaden your skill set and also add that to your resume. And like I've mentioned before, this is available from day one. Even if you choose a start date up to 3 months from now, you can already start taking LinkedIn Learning courses even before you start your degree. So this is what's really fantastic. All of these will be available to you as soon as you enroll. So this is also Nexford's Career Services and Development. So this is really expert advising, online courses and live sessions. And this is all to help you land the job that you really want and help you accelerate in your professional growth. My apologies. Sorry, I just see in the chat. John, I will answer your question as soon as I'm done, but thank you for sharing it. I just see somebody needed to jump off. I will share the link with them. All right. So I just want to speak about forage. I will answer your question, John. We're almost there, and then I can get to the questions. So forage is also integrated into NXU platform, and this is the forage job simulations, and this is also included in your NXU program. So these are basically immersive experiences that help you practice real world skills, but at real companies such as PepsiCo, JP Morgan, Bloomberg, as you can see on the screen, Discover. This is all real companies that, and this helps you build your confidence and give you the competitive edge in the job market. So you'll also receive a certificate of completion when you are done with these job simulations. And I think this is really perfect if you would like to change careers and don't have a specific experience in that specific field. Forage is really it's really great to just up your skills and get a real world work experience, maybe in a different industry. This is also great for BBA learners that just came fresh out of high school to help build a little bit of work experience. Next up, I just want to speak about AI use in the classroom. So this is what I'm really excited to talk about, because I do know a lot of universities does not allow learners to use AI, but at Nexford, it's not treated as an optional enhancement. It's really a core thread that runs through the journey, and it's across every program to ensure practical real-world application. So it's mandatory. Every learner is expected to use AI strategically in work and also disclose how they've used it, and to complete a designated AI course as a graduation requirement. So these courses, like I've mentioned before, at no extra cost. So our grading model basically now not only looks at the quality of your work, but also how effectively you've used AI and applied critical thinking. And in short, we're making sure every graduate leaves Nexford fluent in the skills that today's employers actually expect. So whether you're studying marketing, HR, finance, or even technology, AI is going to be a part of the conversation right from the start. And also, as shown in the video, our AI and marketing module introduces learners to the transformative role of AI and understanding customer behavior. And also, this specific activity also encourages learners to reflect on the impact of AI within their own industry and apply insights to enhance marketing effectiveness. So, for example, learners were prompted to consider how AI can be leveraged to better understand customer behavior, optimize marketing campaigns through predictive analytics, and improve customer engagement and satisfaction. So, by engaging with this exercise, learners were equipped with practical strategies that they can apply in real-world scenarios, really demonstrating the foresight and innovative thinking in different professional environments. And here is another example. Why did it go black now? My apologies for that. Not sure what happened now. All right, this video is not playing. Let's see. Okay, apologies for that. I'm not sure what happened there. Let's just go to the next slide. Right, fantastic. So, for example, in this activity, let me just play. Oh, it seems there's a problem with this video. There you go. So, for example, in this activity, in e-commerce, or basically e-commerce chatbots, sorry, it helps you to apply AI and ML concepts to business challenges. I think as a consultant, we, for instance, getting a chatbot or chatbot strategies, customer support, order tracking, product recommendations, build design user scenarios, develop integration plans, evaluate how these solutions impact the customer experience and business goals. This also mirrors the professional problem solving. So basically, it's where you analyze bottlenecks, or let's say, for instance, propose AI solutions and even impactful implementation plans. And this is all to ensure you're not just job ready, but also innovation ready. Another video. So this is critical thinking and ethical AI application. So Nexford really fosters critical thinking by challenging learners to evaluate and strategically apply AI. So this is specifically in our module 5 of our professional communications course. And learners here were asked to use an AI tool of their choice. So it didn't matter which tool, but an AI tool of their choice to rewrite a pitch that they've originally created themselves. They then were both instructed to compare both versions and to analyze the wording, the tone, as well as the emotional impact and the accuracy. So the goal here is not just to use AI, but to think critically about the strengths as well as the limitations in real-world communications. And this also encouraged thoughtful and responsible use of AI. So each assignment includes a grading rubric, as you can see, and that basically details what is needed to achieve the highest mark in that specific course. So with analysis and critical thinking as a key criteria in this specific course, the rubric emphasizes on the importance of a reflective approach on AI. We're almost going to get to Q&A. I think there's one more slide before we can go on to Q&A. Oh my goodness, now I pressed twice. I might skip. Is it going to play? There we go. So before I start this, I first would just like to talk what this is about. Oh, wait. My apologies. So I'm really excited to share this example, and this is a learner's submission for our intercultural communications course. So this assignment was designed to encourage deep reflection on personal cultural identity, which is really a fundamental step in building intercultural competence. So learners were asked to reflect on their cultural backgrounds, experiences, and how these influenced their different communication styles and values and perspectives. And what's really interesting about this specific learner's video essay is how the learner thoughtfully used AI as a tool to enhance the storytelling while still maintaining a very deeply personal and authentic voice. So it's really a wonderful example of how AI can support but not replace meaningful self-expression. And this is why we incorporate AI into all our programs, is because this is where technology and the world is moving towards. It doesn't matter what industry you're in, it's really important. So I will go ahead and play this for you. Why is there not sound? I'm going to switch off my camera for this.
And I'm 20. My name is Becky Bet, and I live in Kenya, and I'm currently taking the class Intercultural Communication. Today, I want to share a glimpse into my cultural identity, shaped by my Kenyan roots and my experiences living within a mix of Kenyan and Western influences. I'll take you into my family traditions, my connection to language, and a personal experience that ties it all together. Along the way, I'll explore how William James's quote, "Whenever two people meet, there are really six people present," resonates with the layers of identity and perception we all navigate. Let's begin. In my family, traditions are everything. One of the most important is our rule about celebrating birthdays. It's non-negotiable. Birthdays are first celebrated with immediate family, mom, dad, and siblings. Only after that can we include extended family, friends, or partners. This tradition strengthens our core bond, reminding us of the importance of those closest to us. Another tradition we hold dear is a monthly family outing. At the end or beginning of each month, we choose an activity to...
Okay, I'm just going to play a short, or just played a little short version just to give you an idea. But now we are going to head over to the Q&A. So I will stop sharing my screen here. And then I can answer your questions, John. I see one of our attendees had to drop out. So let me just have a look at your question. All right. So John, can a work experience be used as a course equivalent? If so, how is that determined? Okay, John, unfortunately, to keep our accreditation and our accreditation standards, we unfortunately cannot accept any work experience as accredited course that you have done. And this is really just to what's the right word? That's to maintain our integrity and our accreditation's integrity. So we unfortunately cannot compensate any work experience, but I'm pretty sure the work experience that you already have would be very helpful in completing your degree as well. So if you have a lot of work experience, it will definitely assist you within your degree, but unfortunately we can't compensate any work experience for as course credits, if I can explain it that way. John, if I may ask, what program are you currently interested in taking at Nexford? I'm also quickly just getting our contact details, so I can share it with you in the chat. Are you interested in just a single course or maybe a degree program? MBA, specifically blockchain and fintech. Oh, that's excellent. That's a very, very great choice. Also a very forward-facing type of specialization and degree. So yeah, unfortunately, we won't be able to credit any work experience, but I'm pretty sure your work experience will be very, very helpful with your degree. Do you have any other questions for me, John? Before we wrap this up, I have shared our email address as well as our WhatsApp contact number. So you can either call us or send us a WhatsApp, and our team members will be happy to reach out to you and assist with any questions that you may have. I'm also going to make a recording of this webinar available on our YouTube channel. I think it should be available by tomorrow. And then we can also share the link with you. Oh, it's a pleasure, John. If anything comes up or there's any questions that you think of that, that maybe slipped your mind right now, please feel free to reach out to us anytime. And we are really looking forward to have you as part of Nexford's global network. And like I've said, if there's any questions, please feel free to reach out to our team. They are very well equipped to assist you with anything that you might need to know, any questions that you might have. But thanks again so much for joining us and taking the time out of your day to join us. And we're looking forward to having you as a part of our global network. Oh, John, another thing that I would like to just mention before, if you go to our Nexford's events page, we do really have fantastic different webinars that I think you might find insightful, which is not just virtual tours, but it's webinars about fintech and blockchain. It really changes every month, and we host quite a lot of them, and it's very insightful. So if you would like to have a look, you can just go to www.nexford.edu/events. I think you would find it really, really insightful. But thank you so much, John. I hope you have a lovely day further. And yes, we hope to see you at Nexford. Thank you.